All right. Good evening, everyone. It is 6 o'clock. I will call the 14th regular Common Council meeting to order. Will the clerk state the quote of the evening?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Happiness is an inside job.
All right. Will the clerk call the roll?
Alderperson Ackley.
Here.
Alderperson Decker.
Here.
Alderperson Feldy.
Excused?
Alderperson Flicky-Pineski.
Here.
Alderperson Heidemann.
Here.
Alderperson Mitchell.
Here.
Alderperson Perella.
Here.
Alderperson Ramey.
Here.
Alderperson Rust.
Present.
Alderperson Salazar.
Here.
There are 9 present.
All right. Thank you. Next, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Item number 3 is approval of the minutes from our last meeting. Alder Decker.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the minutes from the 13th regular council meeting held on October 2nd, 2023.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on the previous minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? Minutes are approved. Next is mayoral appointments, city attorney.
The mayor has 2 appointments for your confirmation, Melissa Parra and Aubrey Lockwood, to be considered for appointment to the Mayor's International Committee.
Thank you, and those will lay over. City clerk, anyone for a public forum this evening?
No one this evening.
Thank you. All right, just one item of recognition for tonight for mayor's announcements. I'll keep it brief since we will be going and discussing our capital improvements budget. I just want to recognize that one of our firefighters, Tyler Meyer, passed away a few days ago, and his services for his funeral were yesterday. Tyler's been with the fire department since December of 2007, and this would have been his 16th year as a member of the city fire department as well. So our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, as well as the men and women that worked alongside of him in the fire department as well too. So I just wanted to recognize his services that he gave to the city, and I'll call on Chief Montiano for additional comments as well.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the support. It hit the crews pretty hard, but Tyler was one of those individuals that nobody ever had anything bad to say about him. He was just one of those guys that would make you smile and laugh no matter what he did. You could not be mad at that individual, and he truly would give you the shirt off his back. So he will be sorely missed. It was a phenomenal service, but I really appreciate the acknowledgement and the support. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief. All right. With that, we will proceed into our consent agenda, items 8 through 23. Alder Decker.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to receive and file all ROs, receive all RCs, and adopt all resolutions and ordinances.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Anyone have any discussion on any of the items in the consent agenda? Alder Flicky-Pineski.
Thank you. Item number 8, is this the alley that is north of the Lutheran Church, which is north of Mead Library? It says section 128 of the old plat book, and I don't know what 127 of the original plat book.
Chuck, you want to do that?
Yes.
Or Ryan Sasma? I guess Q did.
Either one, Chuck.
Either one.
The answer is yes?
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of an ongoing, I think you saw it, finance and personnel, that there's been some discussion about transferring that parking lot, and this is all part of that process and working with the school and church as well as with the theater.
Okay. It does not include the north-south section of that alley?
It does not. I'm not even sure that there actually is a north-south portion of that alley anymore. Because when I looked at the map, I only saw east-west.
Okay.
But it is only the part that goes east-west.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Alder Perella.
Yeah, so I had the same question about which one was that, because I wasn't able to understand it. And then also, I didn't hear you, City Attorney, I'm sorry for that. Actually, I couldn't hear the back and forth. So in addition to understand where that alley is, I also would like to understand what the issue is with that alley. I don't know, I didn't understand
So
it.
there is an ongoing discussion to sell that lot to the church and school. That process, though, is including the theater, because the theater has a vested interest. They've got some loading docks back there. But this is all part of that process.
Thank you.
Any other discussion on the consent agenda? Alder Flicky-Peneski?
Thank you very much. Items 16 and 17, and they both involve getting new traffic lights at two separate intersections in town. And from what I could gather, the billing went up 65% for one of them and 105% for another. The cost without any change in the design. So can somebody tell me why we're spending 165% more for two intersections?
All right, city engineer queued in.
Yes, those extra costs are strictly materials went up that much in 2 years. Material costs for the traffic signals and the controllers and everything else, yes. Those, those contracts are ran through the Wisconsin DOT, so, yeah, that's the cost. The nice thing about this program is it's a 90-10 split, even with these increases. It's 90% DOT funding, or federal funding, and 10% city.
So the dollar amount we see, it increased from 37 to 62, and then the other one increased from 45 to 93,000.
Yes.
We only pay 10% of the
10%,
93
yep.
and 10% of the 62.
You got it.
That keeps me happier,
Yeah.
thank you.
Like I said, it's strictly material costs. It's not labor, it's not design, it's materials.
All right. Anyone else for items on the consent agenda? All right, seeing no more cues, this will be Alder Flicky-Peneski.
Thank you. Item 23, it is asking me to vote on licenses already granted. So I have a difficult time voting on something that's already been done, second only to voting on suspending rules. So can somebody explain to me why we vote on something that's already been accomplished?
You're not.
Good.
So you are receiving a report of officer that indicates that she has issued those licenses. That's all you're doing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other items on the consent agenda? All right, this will be a roll call vote.
Nine ayes.
All right, those items are approved. Next, report of officers, item 24, RO number 592324, by the city clerk submitting a communication from the Wisconsin Department of Administration regarding the Berkey Company annexation. Alder Mitchell.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to receive the RO and file.
Moved and seconded. Discussion on this item? Seeing none, this is a voice vote. All those in favor of accepting and filing, state aye. Aye. Any objection? All right, that item is approved. Item 25, RO number 612324 by the City Plan Commission, to whom was referred General Ordinance number 242324 by Alderperson Mitchell, and RO number 482324 by the City Clerk submitting petition for annexing territory from the town of Wilson into the City of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Alder Mitchell.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to receive the RO, file the application, and adopt the ordinance.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
9 ayes.
That item is approved. Item 26, 27, 28, and 29 will be referred to their respective committees. Next, item 30 is under resolutions, number 78, 23, 24 by Alderpersons Decker and Rust, authorizing the Director of Engineering and Public Works to grant permission to Lakeshore Cap to temporarily maintain a campsite on property owned and maintained by the city and to maintain a warming fire on such property during an overnight event beginning November 4th. Alder Decker,
I ask to suspend the rules.
any objection to suspension? There's been an objection. We will proceed into a voice vote. All those in favor of suspending the rules, state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? All right, in the opinion of the chairs, the ayes have it. The rules are suspended. Alder Decker, please proceed with your motion.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this resolution? Alder Flicky-Pineski?
Thank you. I am not so much opposed to doing the activity. I am opposed to the fact that those kinds of things have been planned previously, and it could have come to us in a proper time frame, according to my estimation. So that's why I've objected and why I will vote no.
All right, thank you. Any other items for discussion on this item? That sounded weird. Okay, seeing no more cues, this is a roll call vote to approve the resolution.
Eight ayes, 1 no.
All right, that item is approved. Next, item 31, resolution number 792324 by Alderperson Salazar and Feldy, authorizing the chief of the police to take necessary actions to receive the 2024 Wisconsin Justice System Improvement Beat Patrol Grant. Alder Salazar,
I ask to suspend the rules.
any objection to suspension?
I object.
All right, there's been an objection. All those in favor of suspending the rules, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
All right, in opinion of the chairs, the ayes have it. Alder Salazar, please proceed with your motion.
I move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on the resolution? All right, seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
Nine ayes.
All right, that item is approved. Next is item 32, resolution number 772324 by Alderperson Salazar and Feldy, adopting the weights and measures device license schedule fee. Alder Salazar,
I ask to suspend the rules.
any objection to suspension?
I object.
All right, there's been an objection. All those in favor of suspending the rules, state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Aye.
All right, in the opinion of the chairs, the ayes have it. Alder Salazar, please proceed.
I move to adopt the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
I move to adopt the resolution.